I think my yearning for the game of football has got to a fever pitch that I'm willing to watch third, fourth quarter Bazooka Joe try to run people over. I'm willing to watch Drake Maye play into the third quarter, get a lot of time out there. I'm willing to watch Drake Maye settle in the pocket, little pocket presence, little shimmy to the left, and then throw a strike. Needs to be caught.
Yep.
Needs to be caught.
Gotta
but
have it.
had a hell of an attempt on that thing. This particular play right here in the third quarter, you're still watching. Moves himself in the pocket to the left away from the pressure so that he can regather, reset his feet. Here's the angle right here. Here's the angle. Drake Maye's feet, his footwork's bad. Boom, back pedal, stop, set, dime down the field. Ball is not caught. But whenever you're talking about preseason football and you're talking about rookie quarterbacks, you're talking about that particular play right there being something you go, you know what? You know what? Wait a minute. We did similar things with C.J. Stroud in his first preseason game last year. Whenever he actually led the team down the field and then threw an interception, there was enough in that I got excited to say, hey, this guy could be a guy. Because you can only take little plays in little moments and apply them into real life football that's coming here in a matter of weeks. But I also appreciate the fact that that New England team seems to be all bought in. That's deep in the third quarter. That's a lot of people that are going to have to make a lot of plays for him. Polk was on the field. He was blocking at one point.
Yes.
He was down in the box blocking. I don't know how long we should be doing that, but the whole buy-in from some of these teams during these preseason games this year has felt different than in previous years. I think it's maybe because some teams are younger, maybe because there's more to prove for some people. But this weekend, we got Patrick Mahomes playing like an entire half.
Yeah. Whoa.
Preseason football might be back. I'm very excited and pumped for that. But the Patriots game last night against the Eagles, what did you see as a Patriots fan? And, you know, with them moving on from Judon, because Judon tweeted he's sad.
Oh, yeah, very sad. Broken heart.
Raw wave. You know, he's putting quotes out
Bummed out.
about him being bummed out,
Feel
sad.
bad.
Moving on from New England.
Yeah.
So that would appear as if then this was the New England Patriots' decision. And is it strictly because they didn't like the way things were going in practice? This is a distraction? Or was it them saying, hey, yeah, we do need to think about the future and move on? What is it in your mind from the New England Patriots with that decision, and what do you think about the season and last night as a whole?
With the Judon decision, it feels more so like, hey, new regime. Okay, we can't have the first thing being talked about in our first ever training camp as both a head coach and a GM with Elliott Wolf, because obviously, you know, Mayo's taking the reins. I like it. I think that it is one of those things where you got to set some sort of precedent. You also have other guys who are younger on one-year deals. Josh Uche. I mean, Keon White last night, 99. He's a star. He plays outside. He plays inside. Whether he was actually getting the sack or pushing the pocket up the middle and then causing the sack, yeah, I mean, he's going to be a stud.
And he's been called Unk since he's 12 years old.
Yes. Bingo, yeah. I think a lot of people remember him from draft night when he went to the draft night one, didn't get picked in the first round. Second round pick, I believe, out of Georgia Tech, and he was pissed off. And, I mean, to your point, he looks like he's 45 years old. He's only 25 going into your second year. And, you know, when we talked to Belichick, especially on draft night, he talked about how, hey, when you're picking guys, of course, you know, you want them to be good right away, but you're picking these guys off of projections of what they're going to be year 2, year 3, year 4. And he's a perfect example of that. All camp, he's been a leader in, like I said, only 25 going into his second year. For him already to kind of take a leadership role in the team is huge. So you kind of, you know, with Judon having his whole entire drama, whether it was drama or not, because he did end up coming back and playing for the Patriots in practice, no need to have it. You know, this is a new era completely, whether it was the Brady era before where, you know, Bill carried us through, but now it's a completely different, hey, Brady and Bill are gone. This is now New England. What are you going to do there? But again, New England. There it is.
Yeah, it's that new.
Exactly. And I'm pumped about the new because to your
Speaking
point.
Speaking of new, Post Malone's new.
Oh, my goodness.
Baby.
With Tim McGraw. Are you kidding me?
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing starts with Posty and Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
And it is the guitar at the very beginning of the entire album sets the tone.
Yeah, you know.
It's fantastic.
Hey, F1 trillion, congratulations.
Yeah, bars in that.
But anyways, New England, very evident.
Yeah, and with Judon, that situation. But Drake Maye, what you just mentioned, of course, the sliding in the pocket was unbelievable, and he was amazing once again. And he was throwing some absolute zings out there. One of the throws he had on like a 3rd and 5, I think we actually already showed it. Yeah, he looks right and then comes back to Javon Baker across the middle for the first down. That was awesome. And then the speed. I did not expect the amount of speed we saw from Drake Maye. I knew he was fast. I knew he led UNC in rushing one of his years. But right here, I mean, the burst on the kid is outstanding. I didn't know he had it like that. I knew he could stride it because he's 6'4", 220, big old son of a bitch. But, I mean, he outruns everybody for a touchdown. And then this one, too, off balance. Hey, how are you? Guy in your face. I mean, roughing the passer. Egregious roughing the passer. Can't be just throwing your helmet at the future of the NFL like that. But everything you kind of saw from Drake Maye was incredible. And, yeah, Jalen Polk as well. Second-round pick. Another rookie who can easily make some waves for New England right away. So everything out of New England, I would say, after yesterday was incredible. And hopefully, you know, we do win more than the 4.5 games Vegas is projected.
I did see there was like 7,000 people there at that game last night for New England.
Just about, again.
Congrats to Hank, by the way, getting a chance to ring the bell.
Yeah. Very cool.
Pardon my take, Hank.
At the Lighthouse.
But all I saw was, obviously, I see Hank. Awesome. Congrats. Been a part of something special for a long, long time. But then you see the stadium, and there was just, it looked like it was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
When the game wasn't happening. You know?
I mean, look, it was raining, which again goes to the fact that how
Patriots fans. We're talking about the Cowboys not being in practice.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that place was completely empty.
Oh, yeah. Just a little rain. Keep them away.
You know, well, that's the thing about this new. You know, you're gonna have to earn it a little bit. Is that the conversation potentially?
I mean, more than a little bit. Look, we won a Super Bowl in 2018. We are long past that now.
God, how nice would that be to say? You know,
but
Colts haven't even won the division since 2016 or something like that.
Yep.
Bingo, and let alone the Super Bowl. We just won the NBA championship, okay? So, yeah.
Okay, you have to earn a little bit.
We're talking preseason in the rain. Yeah, I don't know how many people are showing up respectfully, but, I mean, they win a couple games early. We'll see.
I respect it. Let's talk about the game last night, AJ. Did you see anything that you think was worthy of a conversation? We talked in the first hour about Drake Maye looking real comfortable in the pocket. Seemingly his awareness, right? His footwork, much better than we could have expected or we have seen in the past. He kind of feels the pressure, slides in the pocket, which is a drill that every quarterback does every single day because it is a very crucial part of being a quarterback. Instead of escaping and running to the side, eliminating half of the play call, he slides in the pocket, up against pressure, resets his feet, throws a fucking strike. Now, the ball was not caught, which is a shame because this particular wide receiver was actually quoted as saying,
I make people in wheelchairs stand up.
And if he would have made this catch, that certainly could have been true in New England for the Patriots. What did you see from last night? And should I be overreacting as much as I am about this particular play for Drake Maye?
No, I think these are the little things that we talk about. And I saw you watched this in the first hour and you talk about his footwork and just his patience in the pocket and to let this thing develop. Perfect ball obviously would have been an unbelievable catch. Save it for the regular season, I guess. But no, I saw what I need to see out of Drake Maye. Like, this is what you want. Yeah, it's not going to, blow your socks off, as you say, but he does the things that NFL starting quarterbacks can do, and he does some tough things. So this is just another step in the process, I guess. Also, Joe Milton deserves a little credit for how physical that dude runs. Are you kidding me?
He
knows how to finish his run.
Is he going to be a tight end for the Patriots?
He can do anything. I just want him on the field somehow.
Give him the ball.
He is
do
a
something.
House.
Move. And also, obviously, we know he can. Now, there was a particular time, I guess, where he called an audible and then he went one way and the rest of the team went the other way. And then there was a couple other things that are going to happen. NFL football is not easy. Obviously, none of it is easy. The mental game is the biggest part for young quarterbacks. But it's like everything we've heard from Bazooka Joe is on the up and up.
Yeah.
If you could find a spot for him, why not? Would Joe want that? I don't know. We have no idea. It might be disrespectful to even say it. But with him lowering his shoulder and taking on people's midsection, like it wasn't like a
multiple times, then getting up and standing up and letting them know too.
Yeah, not winnable either. Like he was not in a winnable situation anytime. And he was like, "Yup, I'm doing it," and then flexing in front of like 4,000 people too. That's like in the middle of a preseason game.
Yeah,
he loves ball. That guy loves ball.
Bingo. That's what I'm saying. We feel like a guy you want to run. It feels like a guy you want to run.
And he's a rookie, so like who knows it? Like the audible stuff, obviously he'll get better with that. And
agreed, completely.
The 4,000 people. Let's just remember, all right? This is
they were loud and proud. They're oohing and on.
Yeah, I agree. That Hank video that I saw, just
it's
early.
We got back-to-back rain in preseason games. Okay.
Rainy.
Sorry, we're not doing that shit. All right,
and it's quite a travel Getting to Foxborough is not easy either. That is which I don't think is talked about enough about Patriots fans. Obviously, greatest dynasty of all time. You can have a lot to want to be a fan for. Like, I understand it's easy to be a fan of the New England Patriots, but to get to Foxborough, I mean, that is
it's a hike.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah. And you know,
one road is just like 2 lanes too. Like
bingo, because they shut down some of the roads for like the left turns and everything.
So you are traveling to get there.